The audacity of the Sixers management. What does that mean?
You said that they basically like the Pacers offered them Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh yeah,
and then they outright just went out.
Daryl Morey is so like. No, he's an okay general manager.
Okay.
He's okay because he's integrated himself within like the internet community and he tweets and stuff and he reacts to like other my leaguers and stuff and I think that's
does.
Yeah, he does. And I think that's pretty
he's
cool.
really cool. Like,
yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, but I mean like actually as a general like as a basketball general manager, like you can't just like leak stuff and hope that something changes and like say that's. Like, okay, I don't know.
What do you mean? Stats oriented, bro.
Like,
I watched the podcast that Daryl Morey was on. Bro, he's all about the stats. Like, he used to work with the baseball and like he's like record stats with him, and then he went into basketball, bro. He's crazy about stats. Like that's why he messed up that Rockets.
He had that whole statistic about it that he named after himself called Morey Ball.
Yeah, Morey Ball.
Morey Ball is when you score in the paint or in the 3-point line, which is every area except 3.
Bro, I like that.
No, but that's such a flawed philosophy because
why?
Because the way that you generate shots inside the paint.
But those are the most efficient shots of like that you can take.
No, but the way that those things get generated is by the mid-range shot. Like the threat of having someone who can like come off a pick and roll and finish in the mid-range. That's like the threat that opens the opportunity so that they have to close out.
Okay, but Morey Ball is all about, instead of the mid-range threat, is about the 3-point threat. That's why he built a team with PJ Tucker at center.
Yeah, but if they don't take any mid-range shots, then how can, like, teams aren't going to guard them from that area?
Yeah, you're right, because they have to guard them from the 3-point line.
Yeah, they do. So they dip it down in the pick and roll,
look, if they find
and they have a guard that, like, fights through the screen because they always run small ball, then how are you supposed to score?
Okay, but if they find an opening in the mid-range, they're just not going to take it? Like,
No, they're not going to take it.
So
disgusting.
Even floaters.
No, when they were playing Morey Ball, it was Tucker in the corner, Covington in the corner. I think they had Eric Gordon on the wing. They had Chris Paul or Harden facilitating, and the other guy on the wing.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
It was Westbrook. Westbrook Harden was the one who did Morey Ball.
Oh yeah, my bad. Westbrook, my bad. So I guess Westbrook or Harden would have the ball, and the other one sits on the wing. So they're playing a 5-out with probably like a pick and roll. Tucker comes over, sets a screen. James Harden, when he gets that screen, he's basically getting two free throws, or he's getting to the paint every time.
I mean, that did work for the entirety of the regular season, but once the playoffs came around and they started calling it differently, they're screwed.
Westbrook shot middies on that team. He was the only one who was designated to.
Westbrook has an underrated mini game. Like sometimes it's off,
but he keeps trying to bank it. It's pretty good. He keeps trying to bank it in.
It's good, but it's like
his elbow jumpers is like they're pretty decent. Like that.
I mean, he missed the elbow jumper, which led to the Curry, the infamous Mike Breen call.
I salute. What's his face? Daryl Morey for trying it out because.
Yeah. He was trying to revolutionize the game.
Yeah, so
in a way, he kind of did because now more teams are comfortable. More teams experiment with small ball. That's basketball.
I mean, he got the idea from the Warriors, they were putting out Draymond Green, the death lineup, but they only did that in the fourth quarter. So he's like, "What if I do that for the entirety of the game?"
That's different. PJ Tucker and Draymond Green are two different players.
Yeah, PJ Tucker ain't like no Draymond Green.
I mean, Covington's more like Draymond than PJ.
Yeah, on the defensive end, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I commend him for at least like trying to innovate.
Weren't you just hating on him?
I'm saying though, I am hating on him, but like I say though, I'm trying to say my praises, but I think he's like if you get a package with Malcolm Brogdon, a first round pick from the Pacers, he outright rejected it and then he leaked it to the media.
Yeah.
So what that means is that he didn't even bother negotiating. When the Pacers have a legitimate offer that they can throw that makes the Sixers better,
how much more does it okay, when Ben Simmons is off the team, I know, Sixers fans are going to be like, it hurts our defense. But I know they have two other all-defense team members in Embiid and Tybalt. But even then, if you take Simmons off that team, his defense, his ability to switch on people, his ability to guard up straight, and he's like genuinely the best ISO defender in the league. Probably. Most likely. Who else is better than him? Ben Simmons. He's probably like the best. He's like a undisputed top 5 NBA defender.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right? You take him off that team, there's a big hole right there. Because it's like you can find replacements, but you can't give someone who's going to give 100% of the defense.
Can't replace Ben Simmons' defense.
Yeah, you can't replace his defense. And even if you get a guy like, let's just say you get Brogdon and Karis LeVert, none of those guys are going to push you into championships. Like those guys aren't like going to push you there. They're not like maybe you could say they're both third options, but like they're not even second options.
Yeah, but then they have three third. If that would happen, they will have three third options.
No, I disagree. I think when you have those bench players as opposed to Ben Simmons, the game opens up so much more for Embiid. And I think that, he could have like a takeover type moment, like Hakeem Olajuwon or like a Shaq from back in the day, and like he can just carry them to carry them, but like they're
Yeah,
still
how
doing
can he
their
carry
part.
them when he like misses like 50 games in a season?
That's
Okay.
on him to stay healthy.
What do you mean that's on him?
That's
You
on
can't-
him.
you
He
can't
has
do
to,
anything about
sometimes
it.
no, sometimes you can though. because,
Sometimes, yeah, you can train and work and
Yeah,
work
you
hard.
can learn about your thing. Curry got a new trainer after like 5 ankle injuries, and then Curry got a new trainer, and then he never got injured since, or he got like 1 injury since. And that was a couple years ago.
But it was a hand injury too. Like it was
That was
like,
different.
I thought it was an ankle injury.
No, he
Nah,
broke his wrist.
He broke his
like,
wrist last
Aaron
season,
Baines
right?
landed on him.
Oh yeah. So basically, that means that's what
He's been staying healthy.
Yeah, he's been
But guys
staying
like
healthy.
Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid and like Chris Paul, like all of them just have Chris Paul specifically. I doubt he doesn't put in the work to try and stay healthy.
He's
but,
he's vegan. That's why he hasn't got injured this season.
Yeah, vegan.
I mean, he did get injured this season, did he not?
No, but like it's not like he had like hamstring injuries.
But
like
actually, no. Chris Paul's a different case. I take it back because he's like a 6 feet point guard. So, but
I
Joel
know.
Embiid and Anthony Davis are like bigs, like 6'11" bigs that are like getting physical. In the
You have
paint.
to. It has to be harder because Shaq used to like break his legs. 'cause
Yeah, but
he
that's
put
what-
all that weight on.
Let's just say hypothetically, let's just say, even though I don't even think the Pacers would trade LeVert and Brogdon for Simmons, but let's just say they have a lineup of Brogdon, LeVert, I don't know, Tybalt, and then
the 13th pick.
Tobias Harris at power forward, and then Embiid at center. I don't think that team even gets past like
They're definitely making. I think that team beats the Hawks this year.
I didn't-
maybe, but you have to. I don't know how good would Malcolm Brogdon be?
I
How
think
good
Chris
is-
LeVert has to play good too. Like
I mean, he's like 25-5. He's pretty solid. He could be a third
when he
option.
came back from injury, he was playing good.
Yeah, he's 25-5.
I guess.
that team
Malcolm
could,
Brogdon was 50, 40, 90, so he's like a really good role player for them.
Yeah.
He's not a role player though.
He's not. He's like a borderline all-star.
Yeah,
He's a borderline. That's like that's what I mean. Like
So
he's
you
a
have
really,
like
really
three
good role
borderline
player.
all-stars in Tobias Harris, Malcolm Brogdon, and Karis LeVert. But I don't know. It's
I think
three
that-
borderline all-stars and then Joel Embiid like enough?
I think that team competes with Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Maybe, but do they?
I think they
compete with
definitely
Brooklyn?
get
I
past
don't
the
know.
first round, and I think they might. I think there's a high chance they
No,
get
I,
out of the
don't, I
second
think
round.
Milwaukee wins.
No,
Yeah.
no, actually no. No,
It's
I know what,
competitive.
what's the team we're talking about? The 76ers, if they did that, they'd be better than the Bucks, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe, probably, because then their bench unit is not bad either. I respect them. Shake Milton and them.
Oh, yeah.
I know he didn't play good in the playoffs, but he was good for the regular season.
You didn't say your boy Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I love Tyrese.
The audacity of the Sixers management part 2. So basically, there was a bunch of trades that the Sixers came up with, and it just got flat out rejected by several teams. So they went up to the Spurs. They asked for a young player and 7 picks. They flat out rejected it.
7 picks.
7 picks.
I mean, I kind of understand it because on the Spurs, like, who are you really ask? Like, who do you? There's no one you really want. That's on Ben
Derek
Simmons.
White, I guess.
That's like disgusting for Ben
Bro,
Simmons.
Ben
like,
Simmons
no.
he's not that superstar player because he's not a first option on almost like any contending team.
He's not even a second option. To
He
me.
might just be a third option on a championship team without a jump shot.
Yeah.
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 Who are our
He's like that
offers?
third gritty defender. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can be like Draymond.
Draymond.
Yeah.
Down, that's
Yeah,
sad.
it could be like
They wanted
Siakam.
to trade him to
Remember
the
in
Raptors
2017, he was Ben Simmons compared to LeBron, and now he's compared to Draymond.
He's compared to Magic too, with being 6'11".
So sad, man. So sad.
The other trade we talked about this earlier, but it was Wiggins, Wiseman, 7, 14, and 2 future first rounders. They outright rejected it.
Okay. I agree with that too because that doesn't help you win now with
Yeah,
Joel
like
Embiid.
Wiggins and Wiseman are not game
So I
changers.
know the other two, the two trades you talked about were like crazy packages, but it's not really what Philly's looking for.
No, the Philly offered it. The Warriors rejected it.
What?
The Warriors
Actually,
rejected it.
okay. Even I understand why the Warriors rejected it too because, like,
Obviously rejected. What the
I mean,
hell?
because you're giving up a lot.
You give up two players who play a role in your team, like foundation, and then you give up your 7th and 7 and 14.
14 and 2 more futures.
So you give up two more.
Yeah.
That's just overpay.
Bro, what? The,
And,
and
like-
then what did the Raptors won?
Raptors.
OG, Fred VanVleet.
That's just I don't want to talk about that shit, bro. That's
4th. And
They were
they
trying
tried
to rob us.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they wanted basically every
I feel
asset
so
we
bad
had.
for Joel Embiid, man. I feel so
He's
bad.
just wasting his careers in Philadelphia, and he's gonna be an expiring deal in 2 years.
And the thing is, they're trying to they're gonna get rid of Ben Simmons. Like what the hell? What the hell are they doing, bro? They gotta get rid of him, and these trades are.
Remember on
Really bad.
draft night, they literally came out and said he's definitely getting moved by the end of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And I bet they couldn't find a single team who agreed to their trade offers, which is why he didn't get moved.
Because they're overvaluing him.
Yeah.
They don't have leverage in the situation.
I agree.
Like,
I think
And Ben Simmons just came off like a terrible playoffs run. So
Yeah.
like, you know,
His
But
value's
the thing
down.
is, even at Simmons' very best, most teams probably still wouldn't do the deals they're talking about.
That's true. That's true when you think about it. Because who's giving up 7 picks for Pete Simmons? I'm not.
Yeah.